Yo, what's up? This is Katlaho from the PH team, and in this video, I'll be breaking down a sample I've shared on our Discord channel. So go ahead and check it out after this video, but for now, let's just lock in and get into it. Alright, cool. So J6 sent an original sample, which was pretty much a video from YouTube, which inspired the whole thing. Initially, this was just for another beat battle that I planned to participate in, but due to some commitments that I had, I ended up bailing out. I initially removed the drums on the sample using the stem separation feature on FL Studio. Didn't really do a great job, but it was good enough for me to have a start on this sample. I then went ahead and chopped up some parts of the sample, played around with it using Shaperbox, EQ'd the low and high ends, pitched it down to make it less and less recognizable, which led up to a point where it actually sounds like this. Now for the sample, I used Valve Compressor to add a bit of dirt and some compression, Eventide, H910, and Valhalla Space Modulator just to add a bit of chorus, just to make it also sound like a pad synth of some sort, and added a bit of EQ just to drop off some mids. So I actually used Fab Filter in this part of the sample, which ended up making it sound like this. So initially I started with an upright piano from Keyscape, but as I was working on it, I thought it would be a good idea to use something else because at the time I felt like I was overusing the piano. So I decided to go ahead and use Lounge Lizard to get a different bar from the whole idea. And for Lounge Lizard, I ended up using an EQ to just get rid of the frequencies I didn't want. Then I went ahead and used Valve Compressor to just get dirty compression, UAD analog machines to get a bit of warmth and saturation, and a Roland Juno 60 chorus plugin just to add more chorus on when it comes to the whole sample. So with the synths, I decided to use XY's and Cook the Truth's one-shot samples. Didn't really do anything crazy to them, just an EQ, Good Head Slow C, and Valhalla Space Modulator on the pad, and an EQ compressor plus Pancake on a synth, just to add a bit of interest in the whole sample. In addition to what I've shown in the initial part of the sample, I took some bits and pieces of the sample, then went back again to Shaperbox to get textures that I could use. From there, I used one-shot accents and textures from Beatsinner's library to add a bit of variety. Lastly, I recorded some keys and strings from Spitfire BBC's orchestra library. So for the percussion, I went again to Beatsinner's sample pack just to get a simple percussion loop that could go with the sample, and I just let it run through. The vocal chop is from King Benjamin's Sextures Volume 4 sample pack. I was really lazy to record vocals, so this was a cool vocal that helped the sample to sound the way it sounds. I used a one-shot from XY's sample pack again for the bass tube and just messed around with some settings on FO to make it sound the way it sounds. I added an EQ, a compressor, waves, JJP bass just to make the low end pop more, and kickstart just to make the sidechain feel like the bass was actually chopped. Finally, I went ahead and pitched the sample by a few semitones to get a different vibe from what I initially started with, since I wanted to bring up a different feel. If you're at this point of the video, thank you for tuning in. The sample is available to download for free on our Discord, so feel free to check it out in the description below. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and slide on that notification bell just to receive notifications about our uploads. Catch you on the next one. Peace.